Hey folks, Yishai Fleischer here, and I get a lot of requests for interviews from the international media because I'm the spokesman for the Jewish community of Hebron, and because I'm a so-called settler leader, and so they want to hear my position. And in this case, the French folks from M6 or 6M, a French television program, news program, came out to where I live in Gush Etzion, Judea, and asked me about the hostage deal and the future of Israel and how we see Gaza and Judea and Samaria, and of course insinuating that we're stealing somebody else's land, which is not the truth. So check out how I handle that interview and why I record it. That's also part of the discussion as well. Also, just one little asterisk, which is I was born in Israel, but I lived in America and then came back to the land of Israel, just because a lot of people ask me whether indeed I'm from America. Why do I have an American accent? And the answer is because I also lived in America for a few years, but I'm originally Israeli born. My parents are Russian. You'll see that she asks me about that. In any case, check out my discussion and my interview with French media. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe and be part of it. God bless you, folks. Thanks so much for being with me, and here we go. It's simple. I got to film my, if I'm going to be on camera, I got to make sure that it's fair,
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
It's your right, no problem.
Yeah. How is France these days?
France these days?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
I've been to France, spent time there.
Very cold. France
Cold, huh?
this year.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's a big winter. Less than zero.
We haven't had a big winter here.
No, we know.
Yeah.
But we are there in Israel since 1 week.
Uh-huh.
So.
And we saw the sun. The sun.
Oh, the sun.
Okay, c'est bon.
Yishai is the first question. You live here since what time?
How many times?
How many times?
How many years?
Yes.
Yeah. I live here in the town of Efrat. I live here now for 7 years.
Okay. Why you stay here?
Why?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The life is sweet here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Life is sweet. I mean, it's sweet on many levels. It's close to Jerusalem. It's beautiful here. It's the Judean mountains. It's also Israel, which is where I wanted to live. I used to live in America, but I wanted, even though America, great country, New York City, great country, but great place, but I wanted to live in the Holy Land, and especially wanted to live where the Bible happened. Did you study the Bible ever?
Yes, I know.
Yeah? Are you Catholic?
No, I'm athei.
Atheist?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You don't believe in God? No?
No.
Okay, well, for us, we do believe in God. And so we have a great history here. And so we're connected to this place on many levels, and we love it. We love it, even with all the challenges.
Is there trouble with neighborhood, with Arabic people, maybe?
Sometimes there's trouble, but we have an army and we have a police, and we subdue the jihadist instinct. There's troubles just like in France. In Paris, there's a lot of troubles, right? We have troubles with folks that want to destroy us. We're used to it for 2,000 years. We've been fighting anti-Semitism, maybe even more. And so we have some Arabs that are part of jihadism and anti-Semitism, so we fight with them.
It's important for you to live here because they are a biblical holy land. Yes?
Right. So part of it is the Bible, part of it is God, but part of it also that it's Israel and it's close to Jerusalem, and this is a wonderful kind of a city. There's a lot of folks that made Aliyah, that means they came from America to live here, or from England or from Australia, wherever. And so it's a fun community. And it's also in Judea. It's in an ancient place. So there's a lot of reasons to live here.
Can I ask a question about the ceasefire and the release of Hamas prisoner? Can you think about that?
So what's your question?
Can you think about ceasefire and the release of Palestinian prisoner?
Well,
the release of the hostages. There is a deal.
Yeah,
now.
Yes,
Okay.
exchange.
We want to know what do you think about
Right.
this deal.
Yes, I understand. So, look, we were attacked on October the 7th, and people like myself wanted to see the war finish with the destruction of Hamas totally, and Israel controlling Gaza once again. That's what we wanted to see. In the meantime, we don't see that yet. In this stage, there's still a Hamas, and Israel's not controlling Gaza fully, and so therefore it's not complete in our minds. We're very happy to see the hostages come home, but on the other side, there's been a release of not prisoners, but terrorists, murderers, with a lot of blood on their hands, and we are not satisfied with that. We do not want to see them here. We believe there should be a death penalty for terrorists, and there should be nobody to release, and there should be nobody to release too, because Hamas shouldn't exist anymore. This is a Nazi organization that we need to get rid of, and so are we satisfied with the situation? We're not satisfied, and we hope that the war keeps going.
What do you think? Hamas needs to be eliminated totally?
Well, you know, they want to eliminate us totally. So we have to eliminate them totally. And we've had already many years of wars with them. It's enough. It's time for a change. October 7th is an opportunity to change the situation and to get rid of Hamas and jihadists in general, Muslim Brotherhood, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, all these kinds. They can't be in our country or on our borders. We got to get rid of them.
I don't really understand what you said about this deal, because we met some people, Jewish people,
Yeah.
They are against this deal.
Yeah.
They are saying, no, it's not a good solution to have this deal, even if they are still hostages in Gaza. What do you think about that?
Right. So, look, first thing is, there used to be a phrase that we don't negotiate with hostages. Everybody used to say that. Today, sadly, we're negotiating with hostages. So the deal is bad in the sense that I don't think we should have had a Hamas to deal with. They should be destroyed. And I don't think that we should give terrorists who killed Israelis and Jews, I don't think they should go back free ever in their life. So you have some people there that killed 25 people, 30 people. So they're really criminals of the worst kind. So from our perspective, it's a bad deal. At the same time, we're happy to see our brothers and sisters come home. But we have to keep fighting. So this war has to keep going now. And we can't have this war be stopped. We have to keep fighting this war until such a time as we liberate Gaza, we get rid of Hamas, Israel governs there, but pro-Israel Arabs who want a decent life and are non-jihadists should stay there and live there a good life within Israel. But we're against the idea of Palestine. We're against the idea of the two-state solution. Palestine wants to destroy Israel piece by piece. And so therefore we're against it. And we think that this is the opportunity to change the math, to change the map, and to make this region free of jihadism, which is good for Jews and good for other people as well.
Change the map is what? It's maybe implant settlement in Gaza?
Right.
It's your idea?
Right, but except that we wouldn't call it implant. You say, should we implant settlements in Gaza? And I say to that, yes and no. Yes, there should be Jews living there, but they shouldn't be settlements. Gaza should just be Israel. Gaza should be Israel, and there should be no problem with that. If you look at the map, it's obvious. It just goes down. Suddenly there's like a hole in our map. It doesn't make any sense. And we've also seen what happens when the Muslim Brotherhood and the Jihad and the Hamas controls Gaza, and Iran controls Gaza. They use it as a forward base, and nobody lives a good life like that. So what we're saying is Israel should annex or assert sovereignty over Gaza, and same thing about Judea and Samaria. It's very important to remember Israel is a tiny country, a little country in a very big Arab region. And Allah has blessed the Arabs. They have 22 countries, they have a lot of land, and they have oil, and God bless them. But our land is our land, and we need it to be safe, and we need justice. We need our land to be our land, and we can't have jihadism on our borders.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, clear?
I need just more visuals of you.
I have a little question. Why you film? You made a report?
Well, I can't have reporters filming me without proof of what I said,
Yes.
because reporters can cut it, and so therefore I make my own record of this. And when reporters say that they're not willing to have me record, then I say I can't do the interview. It's just a simple deal I have.
understand.
Yeah.
Did it happen?
Huh?
Did it happen one time that you
You
journalists cut your things and don't respect what you said?
Yeah, more than one time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Many times. Many times. I've had, especially with Europeans, with the Danish, with German, many times I've had situations where I said one thing and they cut it and they made it sound like something completely different. And we Israelis are suspicious of journalists because we've had a lot of journalists on the, really anti-Israel, from CNN to the New York Times to NBC to CBS to Al Jazeera, etc. And so it's very important to today the playing field is more equal. We have YouTube, we have social media, and so, I respect you guys. I want to give you my truth, and I appreciate that you're asking me, but I have to make sure that my truth is broadcast correctly.
Can we just take some visual when you are walking there?
Sure.
Because I need to present yourself, in
Sure.
pictures.